O you believers, what's the meaning of Feast of Sacrifice? Where does it come from? It's a tradition of our prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, peace be upon him. And what happened? He really wanted to have a son of his own. He really wanted to have a child, and for years he grew old and there was no child. And then he said, "Oh Allah, please give me a child, so that I shall, even if it's just for a few seconds, minutes, hours, days, or years, shall have my joy in being with him. At least I'll have the joy to have become a father, to see a little bit of my secret. And may you then decide what will happen to it. And I will sacrifice him to you. At least once in my lifetime, I will have set my eyes on him, on my son." And Allah granted him Ismail alayhi salam. Years have gone by, and Ibrahim alayhi salam had a dream where Allah reminded him of his promise. "Oh Ibrahim, you want to give me your child as a sacrifice? You had your enjoyment, so now give me that sacrifice. That's mine." And Ibrahim alayhi salam, Prophet Abraham, was completely surrendered servant of his Lord. He was crying, but still surrendered. And even his wife did. On that day, where they wanted to go and sacrifice Ismail alayhi salam, a few things happened. Shaitan came and wanted to seduce the mother and wanted to lead her astray from that intention, and called her, "You are a mother. How can a mother do that to her child, her own child, to sacrifice it, even though you never had a child, and now you have a child, and now you want to slaughter it? Like, what kind of a mother are you?" And Shaitan tried to talk into her conscience and to her motherly instinct, where Allah, the Lord, said, "The mercy of a mother." And just like them, there is no other like the mercy of a mother, and only my mercy is greater than that of a mother's mercy. So what did the mother of Ismail alayhi salam do? She took a pebble, took a stone, and threw it at Shaitan and called out to him, "Curse you! Go away, you cursed one! Go away!" So what a mother! So not merciful. I'm obeying my Lord no matter what costs it may be. And she was crying hard. And Ibrahim alayhi salam, Prophet Abraham, Shaitan came to him and told him and tried him. "Oh Ibrahim alayhi, how could you do that? For years you wanted to become a father, and now with your own two hands you want to slaughter that child? What kind of mercy is that?" And he tried to talk him into his conscience. And even Ibrahim alayhi salam didn't want to pay attention to it, took a stone and threw it at him. "Cursed one, go away." And both two stones got to the eye of Shaitan directly. And while he was still hurting in his eyes, he got to Ismail alayhi salam, the small child, and he called out to it, "Oh, run away, you child. What kind of parents are that? Go away. These are barbarians, heathens, cannibalists, whatever that is. Run away. They do something wrong with you." And Ismail alayhi salam, when he was still 10, maybe, also took a stone, threw it at him, and called out, "Go away, you cursed one. My parents know." what they are doing. And I listen to my Lord. He gave me life and He can take it. So what kind of a family? Wow. What a family. Mother, father, and the child. How much they surrendered to the will of God. So, but what was the purpose of it all? So what kind of sacrifice was that? That child is the ego of the child. The child is the ego of the mother, and the child is to itself the ego. And Allah wanted to see for Himself whether Ibrahim a.s. was ready to sacrifice his ego for the love of God. He didn't say, like in the beginning, "Oh Ibrahim, build me a house and clean it." Like today, we can't even ask people that they come here to clean our house, and they just look around. Maybe if there's somebody who could pay them, or if there is somebody else to do that really trivial job. And this is also a kind of sacrifice, as you sacrificing from your vanity of your ego. Just by taking a broom here and start to sweep the floors in the name of Allah, and then to ask to sacrifice this child, his child, which is the greatest. Why you were so much wishing for it to get, and you had such a great desire to get a child. And Ismail was also so cute that I was. And then you had to sacrifice such a child, such a sweet boy. So it is about ego. Allah created us, all humans. And He said, "I granted you a life. And for that, you have to pay for it. As a sacrifice, you have to sacrifice the wishes of your ego, of your vanity and of your ego. I want to see those sacrifices. What I gave you, I don't want to take away. But the condition for that is you have to sacrifice the vanities, the wishes of your ego. You have to sacrifice them for me in my name." And Sayyidina Ibrahim a.s. and Sayyidina Hajar a.s. and Sayyidina Ismail a.s. they all, three of them, the child, the mother and the father, they all did it. And in what kind of state they were, and in what kind of level of emotionality they were in. With so much emotion, and they made it. To surrender to Allah, to the wish and order of Allah, of God, to surrender themselves. So with the feast of sacrifice, it's not a sacrifice of an animal, it's actually your animal, that is your ego. Your animal, ego. It's just like an animal tries to catch you with his horns. If we've understood what this is, and we are ready to sacrifice that ram, my brother, Allah doesn't want from anyone that they sacrifice their child, not really, but they get the believer to the limit of the abyss, so that maybe not over the edge of the abyss for one leg, no, not even more, like 1.5, and you think like all hope is gone, and you think you are gone. And as you are about to fall, and there is no balance no more, and suddenly there comes a hand and takes you out, lifts you out. And miracles happen with Allah. Miracles happen with Allah. You only have to trust Allah Himself. Even the Americans with their dollar piece of paper, they trust in God. It's written on it. In God we trust. It's written. That's why it's so held high in currency. Oh, what a pfui and a shame that we cannot accept that when it's truly getting hot in here. Even though it is Allah's order to sacrifice your child, he just says you have to sacrifice him. And still, they didn't lose that hope, that little atom of hope, then at least it is for Allah. And because they knew it's for Allah, and they never lost hope. They never lost their hope and their faith in even such a situation. And it was only about the ego, whether you were ready to sacrifice your wishes of your ego. And the child Ismail was a wish of the ego of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Without it, we wouldn't have any wishes. The angels don't have any egos. That's why they don't have any wishes. They only have to follow the orders of Allah. There is no space for wishes because they've got no wishes and no ego. Those who've got ego got wishes. That's why we will enter paradise with our ego into the country, to the land of never-ending wishes to be fulfilled, and there will be eternal wishes and eternal fulfillment of those wishes. But this is only here after, not here. Only here you have to limit your wishes of your ego and to call it, shut up, be quiet. This every time. This is actually meant for your ego to say no. And it always means a certain death. It means die before you die. And this is what our path is all about. Every time you call your ego to shut up, there are no more journeys to take. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm dead, Sheikh already. I'm in a coma. Well, let me give you a kiss of breath and you will wake up again. I'm going to give you some hope. You will go on a journey someday. At least, when you keep on going like that, you will go on a journey to God directly. Like, too early, but... Or there is going to be an eternal journey into the heavens. You will go on enough journeys. But for now, tell your ego to shut up, shut up. But it hurts so much, my ego. I died already. It says so, but it's never truly dead. It's just for us to know. And it is about the training of the ego. And Ibrahim alayhi salam and his family are such a beautiful example for us to understand, and if they were to explain it like that.